Hi everyone, it's Simon Keeling here. Thanks again for watching weatherweb.net. It is Saturday, the 2nd of March. As always, the site to get free of charge by the adverts you see around the screen. It's by you coming back and using the site and using the adverts and the charts. That's what keeps us free of charge. So thank you for doing that. The ECMWF temperature profile going cooler again today, and that's in line with other models as well. This is from 850, so it's about 5,000 feet up in the atmosphere, but what it does is it gives us a good idea as to how things are developing overall. Now, this is 9th of March here, so this is next Saturday, and you can see that we've got relatively flat temperatures during the course of this week, but then we've got that sharp plunge into next weekend, and temperatures down to -5s at 850 again. That makes for cold weather at surface levels. Nothing exceptional, it's just going to go chilly, particularly since we're heading into the middle of March, and we'd expect things to improve. But this is how the ECMWF sees things just at the moment. This is midnight tonight. We've got high pressure centred across the country at midnight tonight. We've got a trough out in the Atlantic here, and we've also got a trough here across eastern parts of Europe, with that big ridge just pumping warm air northwards across the British Isles. It's that's building the area of high pressure. Now the ECMWF, just interesting to see how it evolves, because this is the chart for next Sunday, the 10th, when we've seen temperatures start to fall, and you can see what happens. Low pressure comes to be west of Ireland, and we pick up more of an easterly flow. So the thing to notice from this chart is the ridge that's building here in the Atlantic. As we go into the next chart, you notice that ridge has strengthened significantly up here. This is the chart for midnight next Tuesday, the 12th. That troughs out here across eastern parts of Europe, but it's built high pressure back in across the country. Now, the question is this a sign of conditions improving? I don't think it is. I think the ECMWF is a little bit quick here with this one. I don't think it's going to happen quite like this, but the sign of the ridge building back in probably is a correct one, although it'll probably be several days later. Now, if we just take a look at the GFS ensemble for midnight on the 12th, so this is for the same time, look, you notice that it's trying to get the ridge in here. Got a trough across Eastern Europe. This looks a far more sensible solution to me, with a cold east and northeasterly flow across the country. And the ECMWF just wants to maintain that ridge as well. Look, this is the chart right at the end of the model, so this is the 17th of March, which is midday on Sunday the 17th of March. You see it's got the ridge in there, and it basically builds high pressure down towards the south of the country, bringing a milder or getting warmer west-southwesterly flow. But look, if you look at the 500 millibars here, you notice the ridge building even more. That will pump the warm air northwards, build the high into the UK here, and eventually what we'll end up with is a warmer southerly flow. So this is this idea of temperatures building and the weather improving towards the end of March. Now, on the chart here from the ensemble, this is just the temperature and rainfall. You notice here that we've got temperatures rising into up to the 9th. Then we see this fall off as in the ECMWF, and then right at the very end here, a slight increase once again. Rainfall are marked on by these green bars here. You notice the most unsettled period here going up to around the 11th or the 12th. Then we find less rainfall after that, and this whole pattern to me seems to be about right. Now, in terms of rainfall over the next 15 days, the GFS ensemble is still probably the best one to follow. This is rainfall from day 1 to day 5, and you can see generally around 4 to 8 millimetres across the country during the next 5 days. So this takes us up to midnight on the 7th of March. So that's midnight next Thursday. Then the day 6 to 10 rainfall taking us up to midnight on the 12th. So this is midnight on Tuesday the 12th, and you see we've got generally around 15 to 18 millimetres. So a more unsettled period during that period of time. And then right at the very end, you see rainfall figures coming off again. We've got 6 to 10 millimetres. So hints that the dry weather is starting to come back in again by the very end of the period. And this overall warming pattern is one that's been picked up by the CFS. Now, I think it's a few days out, certainly, but you see that the general idea that it has of this warmer start in here. Then we see the temperatures come off, look, around about the 9th. Then we go cooler and more unsettled through the middle of the month, and then we see this increase in temperatures towards the end of the month. Now, the CFS has this increase taking place about the 27th. I think that's probably wrong. It's probably going to be around the 20th to 21st, but the overall pattern of the CFS appears to be correct, that we get this milder spell in the next few days, then we go cooler into the middle of the month, and then we pick up temperatures right at the very end of the month. So we've got a coherent story forming. Whether it turns out to be right or not, of course, is a completely different matter. But anyway, that's it for now. I hope you have a good day today and a good weekend. Thanks again for watching. Remember, we kept free of charge by the adverts you see around the screen. It's by you coming back, using the adverts, using the site. That's what keeps us free of charge. So thank you for doing that. And whatever you're doing today, keep the sun shining. Bye for now.